So we'll go with few questions. If you have any questions, you may unmute and turn on the video. We will unmute you. Please raise your hand. And these questions are, the question should be regarding your spiritual progress, regarding your empowerment, regarding fine-tuning of your own understanding. Some of the most common questions normally people were the beginner of meditation, because I do receive questions in the email. So some of the most common questions people ask is that I'm going through challenges in life. I lost somebody, I lost my loved ones. I know life is here to learn lessons. We heard your videos, so we understand that life is full of lessons. But how do I know what lessons I need to learn? So this is some of the common question. How do I know what is the lesson I have to learn? I'm going through a lot of challenges. But what exactly is my lesson to be learned? Whether it can be in a relationship, whether it can be in an abusive relationship, or somebody passing away, or children being special children, or financial problems, whatever might be, various factors. So what is the lesson to be learned? See, the first and foremost, nobody can tell you what is the lesson you have to learn. Nobody outside of you can tell you what is the lesson to be learned. It is only you who can realize what are the lessons to be learned. How do you realize it? See, the lessons are for the soul. So when you think from the mind space, you cannot learn anything. So this is a very common question people ask. So by using your mind, you cannot contemplate what is the lesson to be learned. The more and more you meditate, the more and more you stop the chatter of the mind. Completely getting into the no-thought state may not be possible for the beginners of meditation, but at least you can, by regular practice of meditation, you can avoid the chatter. And once your mind gets into a certain calm state, may not be empty state, a certain calm state, then very naturally you will realize, okay, this is the lesson I need to learn. So that's why I'm going through this challenge. So that is one way. Another way is when you read spiritual books. Anytime you are reading spiritual book, suddenly you will get a deep insight. Oh, this is the lesson I need to learn. Oh, this is the area I need to perfect myself. This is the area I'm weak. I need to perfect myself. I'm not emotionally balanced within myself. Because I'm not emotionally balanced, I'm attracting challenging relationships. You will realize it very naturally. Or it can be a situation where, I'm more of an empath. I'm more of a giver. So my receiving is not balanced. I don't have healthy boundaries. Because I don't have healthy boundaries, I suffer in life. So very naturally you will realize it. So, okay, my lesson to be learned is to be self-reliant, to be self-dependent. So when you are meditating, very naturally you will have an insight. Sometimes when you're in deep meditation, you get into a very calm state where there is no active thoughts. But suddenly there is a very strong intuition coming. There is a strong thoughts. And that thought is not from the mind space, but that thought is from the deeper space. So suddenly there is a thought in the meditation, and you will realize that, okay, maybe this is the reason. Now I understand. The dots are connecting. So in meditation also, you will have this knowing, you will have this realization, or you will have this, what I call it as high thinking thoughts from your higher self. You will receive thoughts from your higher self, not the materialistic thoughts, not the thoughts relating to your materialistic things. The thoughts that relate to what you need to do in life. The thoughts which relates to the progression of yourself. So that is possible in meditation. That happens in meditation. If you're a regular meditator, if you're regularly meditating, you will always have deep insights in meditation. What to do, what not to. Whether to go ahead with this business deal or not. Whether to go ahead with a certain project or not. So these deep insights are from your higher self. That happens in meditation. So that is one way. The second way is when you're reading books. When you're reading books, you will have a certain moment of satori. A satori is that moment where you go into a moment of realization. A moment of learning something new, a moment of understanding something new about your own self. So that is a moment of satori. That we call it as a satori. It's a Japanese language. A moment where you get into your soul space and you realize something very beautiful about yourself. That is called satori. It can happen, it happens in the wakeful state. So when you're reading books, this moment of satori can happen. Or when you're spending time in nature, in silence, especially in silence. That's why the practice of mauna is very, very important, my dear friends. The more you practice mauna, especially in nature, you're spending time in nature, you're practicing mindfulness, you're practicing mauna, then suddenly some realization happens. Out of nowhere, you know where you got stuck in life and what are the lessons you need to learn. Vice versa is also true. You will have double confirmation that the path you have taken is a perfect path. The choice you have taken is a perfect choice. You don't need to look back. You have made a right decision. So the confirmation of your right decisions also happens when you practice silence, when you are spending time in nature, when you practice mindfulness. So in simple words, the more you are in the present moment, the more you know what you're doing is right. Or is there any course correction needed? That is the only way you can come to know what are the lessons to be learned. So three ways, there are three areas. One, in meditation, you will have your higher self giving you certain thoughts for your own evolution. Number two, when you're reading great spiritual books. Number three, when you're practicing mindfulness or when you're practicing mauna or you are in nature. So these are the three ways you will come to know. So you need to be filled with energy within yourself. You need to be filled with positivity within yourself and surrounding you. Then very naturally, you will get all the divine guidance. All right. So, Jai Lakshmi.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, madam.
I'm Jalakshmi. I'm talking from Chennai. Learning lessons from meditation has helped me a lot. I just wanted to share it with you. Recently, I lost my mother. I was taking care of her for more than 2 to 3 months. I was by her side and I was staying strong. I didn't feel low or anything. I got courage because of meditation. And even at the last moment, I realized she is going to pass away. So when there was no one by her side, I just went to her and talked to her. I thanked her for being my mother. And I also told her that she has done everything and she need not regret and she can continue her soul's journey. All this lesson you had taught us. And I was able to implement everything. It has given me courage. I did my best and I left the rest. So I have to thank you for all the lessons.
Okay. Wonderful, madam. Did you feel good about it?
Yes, yes, of course. Sir.
So the most
I,
so the most important thing is when you do something the right thing. When you do the right things, you feel good.
yeah.
So one has to go into the feeling space. When you go into the feeling space, then you will come to know whether you are doing the right thing or not. Wonderful. Good.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Next. Shankara.
Good evening, Master. I'm Shankaraj from Tenkasi district, Tamil Nadu. My question is, what about the Rudraksha? Is it, it will work like a crystal, sir? Rudraksha? Because most of
What makes you ask this question on a Sunday session when we are speaking about enlightenment?
No, actually, I want to ask you on another. That is, what about the Siddhar Valibad? That means that Agasthyar, Karura, that type of things you are not discussing anything.
See,
Siddhargal.
there are many ways, there are many paths. Okay, there are many paths, but the destination is the same. We focus on Raja Yoga here. We focus on enlightenment here. Okay, so we don't worship anybody. We don't follow anybody. We don't praise anybody, but we learn from everybody. We get inspired from everybody. Okay. So in Tamil, the Vadipadu precisely means whatever the path they have shown, you follow that. That is Vadipadu. Yeah. Of course, you follow all the great masters. And all the great masters speak the same truth. Okay. So there is no different truth for Siddhas. There is no different truth for Buddha. There is no different truth for Shiva. There is no different truth for Jesus. There is no different truth for Muhammad. All great masters have spoken the same truth. Every enlightened master have spoken the same truth, that if you want to come out of suffering, you have to go within. If you want to come out of dukkha, you have to go within. There is no other way. Every master has its own unique style of expression. They express in their own unique ways, in their own beautiful ways. But the truth is the same. The essence is the same. For example, Agathyar. What we can learn from Agasthyar? Integrity, honesty, truthfulness, and intense sadhana. So the moment you remember Agathyar, the first word, the first feeling you get from when you listen to the word Agathyar is intense sadhana. He's a very short man, but very powerful man. How did he become so powerful? Because of his intense tapas sadhana. And because the very word Agathyar is also synonymous with purity. Agathyar, the word Agathyar is synonymous with purity. In Tamil, we call Agatyar. Okay. In Sanskrit, in North India, they call it Agasthyar. Okay. So the Siddha medicine has come from the Siddhas. Okay. There are different medicine forms: Ayurveda, Unani, homeopathy, Siddha. Right? There are many medicines, but Siddhas gave the medicine. How did they come to know about the healing properties of certain plants? How did they discover the Siddha medicine? Is through their meditation, through their tapas, through their sadhana. They first spoke about medicine with relates to the spiritual correlation, with relates to the spiritual evolution. Okay. In the olden days, the Siddhas, in the olden days, the medicine man is a man who is a man of meditation. Okay. If you take just 200 years ago, 300 years ago, a medicine man is a man of meditation. Only a person who is in tapas, only a person who is in meditation is able to give treatment to anybody. Because intuitively he will come to know what medicine to give. There is no general prescription for everybody. It differs from person to person. In the ancient Indian system of medicine, it's always the doctor. In those days, we call it today's doctor. Today's doctor is nothing but a medicine man, a man full of wisdom, a man full of intuition, a man full of siddhis. A person who is full of siddhis is a siddhar. Siddhis means spiritual gifts. Okay. Siddhis means spiritual gifts. So they don't ask you what is the problem. Now, if you go to doctor today, the doctor will ask what is the problem. But if you take the ancient medicine system, the Indian medicine system, that it is the responsibility of the doctor to tell the patient what is the problem. Okay. So even we call it, there is something called Nadi Pariksha. There is something called Nadi Pariksha, where the doctor will hold your Nadi. He will hold your hand and he will be able to tell what are the imbalances in the body and what are the psychological and mental disturbance you are going through. That is how the holistic system, our medicine system was. Okay, now we are getting back to the same. How do you get back to the same? Unless you are a meditator, you cannot understand about yourself. Unless you are a meditator, you cannot understand your body. You cannot understand the imbalances in your body. You cannot understand where the mind is going wrong. You don't know how to rectify the mind. For the body cells, you can take some herbs and leaves. Even in Ayurveda, this is very interesting. Even in Ayurveda or Siddha medicine, any medicine you take, Unani, any medicine you take, there are certain roots, there are certain leaves, there are certain herbs, right, which heals your ailments in the physical body. But there is no medicine to fix your mind. There is no medicine to fix your mind. Only meditation alone, underline the word alone, only meditation alone can fix your mind. So the Siddhas knew this. A person who knows the truth is a Siddhar. That is the definition. So your question specifically that I'm not speaking about Siddhas is, I may not be referring their name, but whatever the truth is exactly spoken by them, spoken by every great master, is the same essence. You got it?
Yes, Master. Thank you. And I'm really thankful for the daily morning meditation, because every day I used to, I told you that for past some 6 months I'm meditating. But the first 1 hour I used to meditate very peacefully. After that 1 hour it is difficult for me to uh, find the time. But now I'm very peaceful morning, 4:30 to 5:30. After 6 to 7 also I'm meditating. I'm really thank for that. It's a very nice experience for me to join the morning meditation. So really thank you.
Now it is you have a bonus, you have night meditation also. Morning, early morning, 4:30 to 5:30, you meditate in BH of India. Okay, India time. Again in the night, 9 to 10, 1 hour, there is again a meditation in Jnana Tamil, which is also part of BHF.
Thank you, Master.
Very good, very good. Okay, next question. So next question, Sweta.
Namaskar, Pradeep sir. I'm from Kurukshetra, Haryana, and I'm following you since a long time. And one really sad thing had happened in my life. Like my brother, he left his body on 17th of July, and at that time, it was very difficult for me to deal with that kind of situation. But all in sudden, the first thought came in my mind, I need to do a meditation. I don't know why that thought come in my mind, but very intensely that thought come in my mind. I should sit and do meditation. I don't know why, how, what is the procedure? I don't know. Then I just deleted all my social media account. On a very fine day, I got advertisement of 40-day meditation program, and that was free. I thought I should join this program and I learn how to sit, how to meditate. During that meditation program, I got clarity about how to do meditation, how to sit, what are the procedure, everything I got to know. But right now, my stage is like whenever I close my eyes, I sit in meditation, my body start vibrating. I don't know. My eyes start vibrating, my forehead start vibrating. Sometimes my thoughts start vibrating, and yesterday my tongue start vibrating continuously. I talked with some masters, and they said you need some protection. Like your aura is expanding, so you need protection. Whatever is happening, this is good.
That
Even
is
I don't
nonsense.
know. Okay, even I don't know what to do. Why my body is behaving in that way? And
Okay.
recently,
Understood.
yeah.
I understood the scenario. We'll go
Okay,
one step at a time.
okay.
Your concern is some things are happening within your body. There are certain
Yes, sir.
body movements, there is certain energy movements, and you're feeling the vibration.
Yes, sir.
This is a very natural and normal phenomenon for everybody. Okay. So when you receive more and more energy, imagine there is a pot. Imagine there is a pot, a metallic pot. And suddenly you pour large volume of water. Will the pot remain still or it will move a little bit? You tell me.
I think it will move
Why it moves?
because of lots of energy that it can't carry.
Because it is a sudden rush of water. Suddenly it is poured with water. So there is a certain
Yes.
momentum. There is a certain force. There is a certain energy. There is a certain momentum. So naturally, the pot shakes a little bit. Similarly, when you are meditating, this body is a vessel. Okay. So this body is a vessel. And the more and more you are meditating, the more you receive cosmic energy. You receive more amplified cosmic energy. So when you receive amplified cosmic energy, your physical body goes through an energy realignment. Before this physical body was used for small amounts of energy. Only during the sleep you get some energy. But suddenly you are meditating, you are receiving more and more energy. So the physical body goes through a certain energy readjustment, realignment. So that's why many people during meditation, they feel energy movement. They feel like their body is shaking, their body is trembling. Some people, they feel like their body is rotating. They feel, but sometimes, they are not, their physical body is not rotating. They ask, is my body shaking? The other person says, no, you're sitting still. But they feel their body is rotating, swirling, moving front and back, sideways. This is the energy body realignment. So we have 7 bodies. So the physical body is still, but the energy body is going through a realignment. Our astral body is going through energy realignment. So you feeling shakiness, your tongue swelling. Sometimes people cough. They are very healthy, but in meditation they cough. Why? Because when the energies are going through, when the throat chakra is getting cleared, they feel like coughing. And sometimes people go through a lot of pain in different parts of the body. Once they come out of meditation, there is no pain. But in the meditation, they go through a tremendous amount of pain. They go through pins and needles. That pain is nothing but a healing symptom. When your energy body, when your etheric body, and your physical body is going through a natural self-healing process because of the inflow of cosmic energy, you feel pain in the physical body. It's a healing process. So one thing you have to understand is you don't need any protection. The word, I need to protect my aura, I need to lock my aura, this kind of thinking doesn't suit enlightenment process because it comes from the fear consciousness. Enlightenment is more about liberation, freedom, empowerment. You should not get into the fear-based thinking. When you do the right things, you are protected. Very naturally, you are protected by the divine forces. When you're sitting in meditation, you are in the process of enlightenment. So there are so many forces around you. There are so many beings around you. There are so many nature spirits. There are so many astral masters who make sure that you are safe and protected. It is their job. You don't need to think about it. You should not bring fear energy into your thought process while you are meditating. Most important. Okay. Meditation is for liberation. Meditation is for mukti and moksha, not for having the fear. I need to lock my energy. I need to make sure my aura is protected. All these are coming from low vibration frequency, which is the fear frequency. You should never entertain that.
Okay.
You
And
got
sir,
it?
yes, I got your point. And sir, right now I got to have my medical checkup, and I got to know like I am having so many problem with my physical body as well. So is it related to meditation only? Because all in
Your healing
sudden,
is related to the meditation.
okay,
Your physical problems might be there since many years, but you are not aware
yes,
of it. But now, since you have come into meditation, sometimes it happens like this. When you come into meditation, whatever the issues you have, whether it is the physical issues or emotional issues or mental issues, so whatever the issues you have, that feels like a little aggravated. That aggravation is a process of healing. Sometimes you are meditating, you have started meditation, intense meditation, suddenly you feel fever, high fever, cough, cold, throat pain, body pains. And you notice that I'm just meditating, why all these problems are happening? So fever is the way your karma is burnt. Cough, cold, headache. So this is the way the body throws up all the toxins and the karma is burnt. And this is a permanent healing process. Of course, it is important you go through, a medical checkup to see what is happening. But no need to take medicines for fever, cold, cough. No need to take medicines. Just continue meditation naturally over a period of time. In 4 days, 5 days, 1 week, you will be healed. Okay. So
yeah,
meditation is a permanent medicine for all your ailments. Got it?
okay. Sir, can I ask last question?
Yes.
Yes, sir, in my meditation as well, I saw so many time my brother, who is no more, and even in dreams as well. It happened most of the time, like in meditation, I saw him, in dreams, I saw him, and he usually sends some messages. And when I study meditation, then it's come to like, then it come or more naturally in a picture, like he wants to communicate with me, or he want to send some messages to me. So what do I do in this case?
Just put an intent. Just put an intent, very strong intent that, okay, I'm willing to receive any kind of message, whatever you want to communicate. I'm willing to receive it. Just put an intent and forget about it. By putting the intent, you are sending the message that you are willing to receive. You are open-minded. Okay. So
Yes.
put an intent and continue meditation. Then
Yes.
it is possible. It is possible that you can connect with your loved ones, departed loved ones, in meditation or in dreams. It is possible because, see, once they vacate the body, they're in the higher worlds. Okay. So when they are in the higher worlds, their frequency is higher frequency. In the physical world, our frequency is a slow frequency, low vibrating frequency. The vibration is very low here. The speed of vibration is less on the physical. So the more you meditate, the more you increase your energy. The more you increase your vibration. So the more you increase your vibration, the more naturally you are connected to the higher frequency beings or departed souls or loved ones. It is very natural. So put an intent and consciously you can listen to what they have to say. And their communication, you might receive it through clear audience. Sometimes like it is a voice, not coming from outside, but it is a voice you listen from inside out. Clear audience. Or you can receive the messages from the departed loved ones through your feelings. Okay. But you don't make a deliberate attempt. You just put an intent, forget about it, and sit in meditation. You have to put an intent and forget about it and sit in meditation and focus on your breath. So very naturally, you will receive it as a feeling, as a strong feeling, as a strong inner voice. So those kind of things.
Yes,
It happens.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So next, Kalyani.
Namaste, sir.
Yeah.
I am Kalyani from Houston. I want to join for the teacher training course, but this Lalita Lakshmi Garu said that I need to come to India for practicals. So, but I cannot. So, is there any other way for this program? I want to do this program, and I want to teach like you. I'm teaching here, but not in your way.
So you are saying, can I get a certificate without writing an exam? Is that your question?
No, sir. Is there any other way? I want to complete this course. I want to move forward in my teaching and seva. Here, meditation is going with the name of PMC. Like I'm teaching here in the name of pyramid meditation for the Telugu people. If I want to go further to teach Mexicans or these white people, I want to your platform like this BH is the good platform, a good platform to reach the other people also. That's why I'm asking, is there any other way?
See, we have kept this training of teachers program. First of all, we have to understand why there is a training of teachers program. Because you have to have a certain self-realization. You have to have certain basic enlightenment. You have to have a certain scientific temper. You have to have a certain discipline before you can teach others. Okay. When you yourself has not experienced truth, when you yourself are not totally balanced, emotionally balanced, when you yourself don't have the scientific temper, when you yourself don't have the intense sadhana, and you are teaching meditation to another person, okay, what kind of service you can do? See, the technique of meditation, of course, you can teach. Close your eyes, observe the breath. It's so simple. The technique of meditation you can teach to anybody without going through any training program. But this particular training program we are planning to have is specifically to make sure that a person trained from BHF, which is Breath Energy Health Foundation, there is a certain credibility. There is a certain authenticity. There is a certain standards, because they don't speak nonsense. They don't speak airy-fairy language. They don't speak any cult or guru worship or nothing. They speak only science. They speak self-empowerment. So there is a certain credibility. There are certain standards. So with these standards, you are able to reach out to the schools, to the universities, and you are part of, the research projects. And then when you have a certain standards, when you have certain credibility, when you have a certain scientific temper, then there are so many schools, so many universities, so many government departments who wants to collaborate. So for that, this TOT program is happening. But if you say, no, I don't want to come, I don't want to attend because of some XYZ situation, I just simply want to teach meditation. Okay, for general public, you can teach. General public, you can teach the science of meditation. Close your eyes, observe the breath, your mind becomes empty. That much you can teach. Without any training, you can teach that much. But the person who you are, that matters. If you are teaching meditation with the experience of intense sadhana, then your words have a certain energy, your words have a certain vibration, your words have a certain aura to go and hit the other person's heart.
Yes.
But if you are simply teaching meditation just because you feel good, so you are teaching meditation, the reach will be only to a certain level.
Yes.
So you have to understand what is the intention of this TOT program. Then you have to ask yourself, do I want to be part of this program or not? So the intention we are running this first batch, the first batch TOT program specifically is for teachers, the people who want to really empower themselves, for the people who want to really get into the self-mastery, and then they will be the teachers. See, one person cannot go and teach all over the world. I cannot go and teach all over the world. There are more than 7 billion people. I cannot go and teach all over the world. But I can support, I can help, I can inspire other people to be perfect masters. I can inspire others to be in the self-mastery process. So once a person becomes a master, then he can go and teach others. It is like one candle lighting another candle without losing its own light. See, in today's world, you just type Google word meditation. You will find thousands and thousands of people who are teaching meditation.
Yes.
Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can teach meditation today. But whether you have experienced the truth, that matters. Okay. If you yourself are an enlightened master, you don't need any platform. You don't need any platform. This Breath Energy Health Foundation is just a platform. It's just a label. But it is your truth which matters. It is your own enlightenment which matters.
Yes.
When you are a person of realization, when you are a person of mastery, then you don't need any platform. Your words are good enough to inspire other people. Your voice is good enough to inspire another person. Your wisdom, your knowledge, your scientific approach is good enough to be a great teacher. So in this TOT program, the TOT program specifically is to empower the people to be masters. And these masters are so specifically empowered that they will not utter a single nonsense word. And anything and everything they speak will be only scientific. And every word they utter is only towards their own empowerment and towards others' empowerment. The focus is on self-evolution, the focus is on others' evolution. What you have to do for your own evolution and what you have to do for others to be evolved. So the more you are inspiring yourself, the more you are practicing, the more you are in intense sadhana, the more you have scientific temper, the more you have the experiment. Scientific temper means you have the experiment. You just simply don't read the books and teach. No. A Buddha doesn't read books and teach. A Buddha speaks from his own knowing. A Buddha speaks from his great understanding of truth. Jesus Christ spoke from his great realization of truth. When he spoke the words, the kingdom of God is within. Seek the truth shall liberate you. Jesus Christ spoke the word, seek the truth, and the truth shall liberate you. So that came from his great enlightenment, his own enlightenment. So this TOT program is specifically to make the masters enlightened masters, not just having the label. If you want to fit into this program, then for you, America, India, Mars, Moon, nothing matters. Where there is a will, there is a way. But when you're finding excuses, that clearly shows that the intent is not strong. The will is not strong. So you decide what you want.
Okay. Thank you, sir. But one more question.
Don't use the word but. In English, when you use the word but, that means I agree, but I don't agree. But okay. Means you are not agreeing to it.
No, I agreed, sir. I agreed. I will surely come in my life. I complete this course. I'm doing a strong intent now.
Okay, see, you may not be able to come for the practicals this year, but you can come for the practicals next year. But the practicals are very important.
Okay, then it's fine. I will do the course.
There is 21 days program. In the 21 days, there is 1 week program, and there is a 2 weeks program. So why we kept 21 days? Because 21 days of intense sadhana is the minimum requirement. 21 days of intense sadhana, where there is no mobile phone. You are in total mauna. And you are meditating almost 10 to 15 hours per day, and you are in total mindfulness. 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours you are meditating per day. Rest of the time you are in mindfulness, or you are in yoga nidra, or you are in totally connected to nature. So you are so sincere towards your practice and sadhana. So that is practicals 21 days. Without that practicals, can you imagine what the teacher will be like? Only theory knowledge, no practical experience. Can you imagine what kind of a teacher that person will be? So that is why it is very important to take part in the practicals as well. Theoretically, you understand many things, but when you don't have the practical experience, it is incomplete. Your teaching becomes incomplete.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
I will surely do this course. And one question. One more question, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, you said that we should not log the ara, but I did the course, a course from Unified Babaji course. In that, they said that if we go in groups or any functions, any crowded places, when we come back to the home, we should clean our aura. Like, is there any uninvited influences in our aura? I'm sending into the light. You are not separated. Is some words, some process is there. In that course, they said all these things, and I did that course.
Have you ever heard me speaking those kind of words?
Sorry, sir?
Have you ever heard me speaking those kind of words?
No.
Then you got the answer. See, in spirituality, that's why I'm saying this is the world of Maya. This is the world of Maya. The physical world is the world of Maya. Within this physical world, the spiritual world is a greater Maya. What you see through your physical eyes is a Maya. What you see through your third eye is a greater Maya. What you see through your physical eyes is a Maya, illusion. What you see through your third eye is a greater Maya. So when you go beyond the third eye, when you go to the fourth eye, which is the wisdom eye, the spiritual eye, then you are out of all the Maya. Then you have pure rustic common sense. You have pure rustic common sense and you have distilled wisdom, both together. The rustic common sense and distilled wisdom, both are there simultaneously. So that is your fourth eye. So that means you are simple, straight, you don't beat around the bush, you stick to the truth. You use your common sense, you use your reasoning, you use your discernment capabilities to see what is right and what is not right. For that, you need fourth eye. So, people who come to me, they are the people who want to be in the fourth eye, the wisdom eye, spiritual eye. Because I don't speak about third eye. I don't speak about protection. I don't speak about negativity, negative energies. I speak only about liberation, moksha, self-mastery, self-empowerment. I speak only about mastery. I speak about accept life. I speak about life. I say live life, enjoy life, celebrate life. Every challenge is to empower you. Living life itself is a goal. That is true spirituality. Escaping life and getting into an airy-fairy world in the name of spirituality is not spirituality. Living life, facing life, accepting yourself, and mastering yourself. Becoming a better version of yourself. Every day, day by day, you become a better version of yourself. That is true spirituality. This is self-mastery. Okay. So there are so many things. You don't need to believe all those things. Get into the self-mastery process. Then naturally, all the low frequencies which are not in vibration, not in alignment, which are not in alignment will naturally drop out of your system. Focus on your self-mastery alone. All the things which are not in alignment with the truth, they will leave you. That is why the Sangha is very important. That's why Buddha specifically insisted on Sangha. Okay. Buddha said, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. Buddha means enlightenment. Seek enlightenment. Seek self-mastery. Buddham. So you have to seek it. Sharanam means seek. If you don't seek it, you will not get it. In Jesus' words, knock the doors and it shall be opened. Buddha said Sharanam. Jesus said, knock the doors and it shall be opened. If you don't seek it, how will you get it? If you don't knock the doors, how will the doors be open? So you have to seek enlightenment. First, Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Next, Sangham Saranam Gacchami. While you are seeking enlightenment, simultaneously seek the Sangha, the like-minded people, the people who are similar like you, who are seeking the truth, who are seeking enlightenment. Be in that company so that you are not distracted from your path. This Sangha doesn't distract you. The Sangha you choose should be of the highest order. If you choose a Sangha which is speaking about this protection, negativity, fear, guru worship, dependency, you expect other masters will come and heal you. You expect the angels will come and heal you. You expect the star beings will come and take you to another galaxy. When you have dependency, then what kind of people you will attract? It's the same frequency. There is a saying in English, tell about your friends, I'll tell you who you are. Birds of the same feathers flock together. Frequency attracts frequency. So the Sangha you choose should be very, very careful. You should choose the Sangha who is of your vibration, who seeks the truth, who seeks empowerment, who seeks self-mastery. So when you seek that, Sharana means seek that kind of Sangha. When you seek that kind of Sangha, then you cannot be sidetracked from your path. You are not deviated from the path. You are not misguided. So Buddha emphasized on Sangha, the Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. So when you have the right Sangha, then you are helping yourself, avoiding the needless trouble. And the third, Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami. Now you know the truth. You are in the right Sangha, but you have to live the truth. That is your Dharma. Dharma means living your truth. Putting your theoretical knowledge into practicals. That is Dharma. Dharma means duty. You have to live your truth. That is your duty. Sole duty. No choice for you. You have to live the truth. Then only the self-mastery happens. Theoretical knowledge of the truth helps you get enlightened, but it is only the practical application which will help you to become a master. That happens when you are in Dharmapada, when you are in the path of Dharma. So that's why Buddha said, seek Dharma, seek Buddham, seek knowledge, seek meditation, seek enlightenment. That is Buddham. Then Sangam, you seek the right company. Then Dharma, focus on implementing the truth, focus on the practical spirituality, focus on your Dharma, so focus on your duty, focus on Swadharma, focus on Paradharma. In the Dharma, there is Swadharma and Paradharma. Focus on your evolution and also simultaneously focus on Seva, focus on service. So, when you have these three things, then you become like a Buddha. I got it. So,
Yeah.
Once again, there are so many things in the internet. There are so many things in this airy-fairy spiritual world. But stick to the common sense. Stick to the highest truth. You need to have a lot of discernment. You have to stick to the group which focuses on self-mastery. You should stick to the group which focuses on highest evolution, highest truth. And you should stick to the group which focuses on highest seva. Okay. So this is where the scientific temper plays a very, very important role. Scientific temper means you are no more only a theoretical person. Scientific temper means you are both theory and practical. You know the truth and you live the truth. You live the truth yourself. Then you have a scientific temper. Okay. Without you living the truth, you speak the truth. You are making a fool out of yourself. As simple as that. You are not living the truth yourself, but you are teaching truth to others. Then you are making a fool out of yourself. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. Next question, Sita Lakshmi.
Namaste, Pradeep Ji.
Yes, madam.
I have doubt. Can we meditate without music?
Yes, you can. Music is not compulsory in meditation, but music helps in meditation. It is not compulsory, but it helps.
Okay. And second thing, I have heard that group meditation is more powerful. In that case, for example, now we are doing 4:30 to 5:30 Zoom meeting. In that meditation, if I don't participate in that, if I do individually, is that gives the same power?
You see, group meditation is much more powerful. It is very simple. You can experiment it. You meditating by yourself alone, or you are connected to that group, either physically or virtually. Your intent of connecting to that group, that matters. Your intention to connect to the group and do a group meditation matters. Physically, you are not together. You are doing online, virtually. Everybody is sitting in their own homes early morning. But your intent to sit together and meditate together, that intent matters. So it has an amplified energy. You can do this experiment. So I would suggest one day you get up at 4:30, don't log in. Don't log into the Zoom or don't watch YouTube. Just meditate by yourself. 1 hour and see how you feel. And then you deliberately join the Zoom session. And then you sit in meditation. And then you see which is more powerful. Why don't you do a simple experiment? You will come to know the truth. In group meditation, the one thing you have to make sure is the group consists of pure intent people. The group consists of senior meditators. Then whatever the energy the senior meditator receives, it is the same energy everybody receives. That is the beauty of group meditation. Okay, so you have to join the group which has sincere meditators, senior meditators. That group meditation will have more energy. But if your group has all beginners, meat eaters, then that group meditation don't have much energy. So the group should consist of senior meditators, sincere people. The more you have sincere people in the group, the more intense the energies are. Okay.
And one more doubt.
Yes.
How to do meditation?
How to do meditation? You close your eyes, observe the breath. That's all.
Yes.
No
How
mantra,
to
no
observe
tantra.
the breath?
You feel the breath. If you don't know how to observe the breath, you feel the breath. Feel how the breath is going in and how the breath is coming out. Feel it. When you are breathing in, the breath is going cool. The temperature of the breath is cool. It is going in a slow moment, or the breath is speed, or it is slowed, or it's a medium speed. Is the breath going deep until your navel, or it is going till your lungs, or it is going till your throat? You just feel. Be totally with the breath.
If I concentrate on breath, it is fast, sometimes it is slow.
In the beginning, there is a lot of modulation in your breath. When you're observing the breath in the beginning, sometimes you don't know whether you are breathing, you are manipulating the breath, or you're observing the breath. All those things happens in the beginning. But again and again, you cut the thoughts. If there is any thoughts, you cut the thoughts and come back to the breath again and again and again. You do this for 40 days. By the end of the 40th day, only you will come to know what meditation is. Day one, you cannot understand. See, if you want to learn cooking, day one, you cannot learn cooking. When you go to a chef to learn cooking, you'll say, day one, you'll say, okay, clean the vessels. And you say, hey, I came to learn cooking. You said, first clean the vessels. Then the second day, the third day, they'll say, okay, cut vegetables. You cannot say that, oh, I don't want to cut vegetables. I want to know only the cooking. The chef will say, no, first cut. First, you have to cut the vegetables. You have to know how to keep the kitchen clean. Then slowly, you will be able to learn one thing at a time every day. How to stir, how to hold the vessels, how to adjust the flame, how to be mindful when you're cooking. So all those things you will learn over a period of time. So 1 month, you will learn everything from the chef. So similarly, when you observe the breath, when you feel the breath, in the day one, the day two, the first week, all confusion only will be there. Am I breathing or am I manipulating the breath? Is it the right meditation? All those confusion and doubts will be there. But you have to wait patiently for 40 days. 40 days, you close your eyes and don't open your eyes. And make an effort to observe the breath. Make an effort to feel the breath. Observing the breath, witnessing the breath, feeling the breath, or following the breath, all are the same. Some people say, I cannot witness the breath. Then follow the breath. Some people say, I cannot follow the breath. Then feel the breath. Your 100% awareness should be on your breath. As simple as that. Your 100% focus and awareness should be on your breath. 40 days you do this experiment. Then 40th day, you know what meditation is. You have to wait patiently for 40 days. For 40 days, you patiently do this experiment. Daily 1 hour, minimum 1 hour. Then you will naturally become a meditator. The beauty is if you don't open the eyes, for 40 days, don't open the eyes, naturally you become a meditator. That is the beauty of it. Okay.
Thank you, Master.
Yes. Next question. Madhavi.
So thank you so much for the wonderful meditation, and also Lalita Garu meditations also in the mornings, like 4:30. Whenever I see her face, oh my God, I feel that, oh, such a nice team. They are doing it. And as soon as I have the meditation, I sleep so well, like a baby only. So all my nightmares little bit are converting to the other things, like kind of a good dreams, I would say. So thank you so much. I just wanted to gratitude that.
Thank you, madam. I know you feel good sharing your experiences. We are happy to listen to your experiences. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for whole teams that like how they dedicatedly do, especially when I see the Lalita Garu every day in the morning. Oh my God, 4:30. Sometimes my things will fluctuate like this, but for her, she's just sitting in front and then we are just meditating. It's really great.
Now let us hear from Lalita ji. How is her experience? So we want
sure,
to
sir.
please unmute Lalita ji and just share your own journey, how you started as a student of meditation and how you started now a teacher of meditation. Just share your journey in your own words.
Thank you, sir. Yes, in 2023 January, I have started my anapanasati meditation journey. And now it is 2025 May, and I'm here now. So yeah, I was searching for this truth from so many years, maybe 9 years or 10 years or more than that. And after coming into this anapanasati meditation, I started listening to the truth. And especially when I saw Pradeep sir's video for the first time, I felt like, okay, this is it. This is what I wanted to know. So started searching for his talks on YouTube. So for every day, I used to listen to his talks for at least 4 to 5 hours minimum. Then I wanted to attend his class, at least online class, but it was not happening during that time. He was busy with the Agastya Ashram works. Later in 2023, November and end of November, we got to know about the online classes happening in Agastya channel. So we got the link for WhatsApp group, joined that link, started attending online class, and within a month, there was an announcement by Pradeep sir that if anybody is sorry, if anybody is interested in video editing, can contact us. So we just sent an email, and we got response from Pradeep sir's team and asked us to meet him in ashram. So in January 2024, we met him for the first time. It was a wonderful experience. For me, it was kind of fan moment at that time. Yeah, then our video editing journey, video editing journey started. So before giving us that work, he asked us to, me and my husband, he asked us to attend offline retreat, silence and self-healing retreat. So I attended that retreat. It was such a life-changing one. That experience is, it's difficult to explain now. It is such a wonderful experience. So many things changed in my life. Healing has happened. Healing process started. I don't say that it happened, it started. So yeah, then video editing work started. So everything changed in my life. The direction of my life has changed. Practical spirituality has started. The journey of practical spirituality. And Pradeep sir was telling me, he was asking me to start teaching, but I was a bit hesitant. I think 6 months ago, he started, telling me, you should start teaching. But I was a bit hesitant. Now he gave the opportunity in BHF India. This is wonderful. I'm liking this morning meditation session. I'm loving it. So yeah, this is it. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, wonderful. So I just asked her to share her experience for the simple reason that, we learn from everybody. So when you listen to others' journey, others' evolution, others' stories of how they have helped themselves, so it inspires us a lot.
So
And
one more thing I would like to say. See, becoming emotionally independent is the main thing for me, especially. That becoming emotionally independent, it started with this meditation and this listening to the talks. This is the main thing I would say. Thank you.
all right, so we have advertised, I think we have advertised as stress management and other things, but the question answer sessions went. Stress management, what is stress management? Stress management is nothing but your energy management. Stress management doesn't mean you are artificial. You never feel angry. No, stress management means you are angry, but you know how to get back to your normal self quickly. Okay. Stress management doesn't mean you don't feel stressed or tensed. You do feel stressed, but you quickly come to the normal state. You pull yourself up. So people have certain misconceptions in the spiritual journey. People have certain misconceptions that spirituality means you should be soft, you should be tender, you should be gentle, you should be kind. And a spiritual master means you should have a smile on the face all the time. That is not the definition. If you're a spiritual person, means you accept yourself. In all the ups and downs, you accept yourself. And then your suffering is reduced. And you are not reacting, you are responding. In the beginning days, people used to ask Patriji sir this question, because many people who don't understand Patriji sir, they used to say, oh, he is an angry man. He gets angry. He will hit the people. Publicly, he will kick and he will hit the people. So then there's a lot of confusion among newcomers. How come an enlightened master can get so angry? And how come an enlightened master not even getting angry, but hitting the people in public, kicking the people in public? So it is all a wrong understanding. And I have seen, I've seen very closely that when he hits the people, that moment he is so angry. The next moment he is so gentle. The next moment he radiates affection. That moment he is angry. And he himself said that his own experience in meditation is able to express his emotions freely. He is no more manipulating his emotions. He is angry, he is authentically angry. He is happy, he is authentically happy. So whatever is your emotions, you should be authentic towards it. There should be no pretense. There should be no manipulation. You are what you are, that's all. And you see, only a person of substance, only a person of truth, he doesn't care about others' opinions because he has nothing to lose. He will be himself or herself. To understand a master is not so easy. And also you have to understand that nobody is 100% perfect. Even masters have their own lessons to learn. So if you are a highly enlightened person, you cannot come to the earth. So these masters, they voluntarily choose some imperfection. They voluntarily choose some imperfection so that, because if you don't have imperfection, you cannot stay in the body on the planet. If you are a perfected person, then you cannot stay in the body. So these masters, they choose a certain imperfection to stay in the body. So people who don't understand this, they judge the masters, they judge the teachers. So your focus should be on the content, what the teacher is teaching. Your focus should be on what lessons you can learn from the teacher. But you should never interfere in the personal lives of any master or any teacher. This is great non-interference lesson. You should never poke your nose or ears into others' personal affairs. The content the master is delivering, what kind of life he is living, how he is inspiring you, what knowledge he is sharing, that should matter to you. His personal life is none of your concern. So that is how a student should be. That is how everybody should be. You should not have expectations. Oh, teacher means you should be like this. Teacher means you should be gentle. You should be always smiling. You should be always humble. You see, that is not the point. Sometimes many people ask me, sir, how come you are so angry? You throw the people out. You are sometimes so brutal. You scold them. I have to do my job. What to do? Because this is a Zoom session. Hundreds of people are watching all over the world live. Their time is very precious. If I entertain any stupid talk, it disturbs the whole energy. So the job of the teacher is the first and the primary job of the teacher is to make sure the energies are intact. The group energies are intact. The students are focused. Their attention, their focus should not be disturbed. So sometimes the teacher has to express his anger emotions, to control, to discipline the group energies. To discipline the group energies. So there are so many factors which as a student you may not understand. So the final conclusion is judge not. Because you cannot judge a person. You need to have a Himalayan amount of data to judge a person. And that too, to judge a spiritual teacher, you need to be a spiritual teacher yourself. Even then you cannot judge. So how can a student judge a teacher? A teacher himself cannot judge another teacher. So come out of all the judgment business and come out of all the comparison. Sometimes you don't like somebody, you don't like some teacher. Don't judge them. Simply move away, that's all. You don't like somebody, move away from them. Don't comment on them. Don't judge them. Whatever is the good things, you take it. And the bad things, you leave it. Not so good things, you leave it. In our life journey, we learn from many, many masters. Whatever is our evolution, we attract that kind of a teacher. So be grateful for all the teachers. This is very important. Be grateful and be in gratitude for all the teachers who have taught you. But there comes a point that you are a little more evolved. So that moment you are no more resonating with the same teacher teachings. Then don't judge the teachers. Move on, find another teacher. Be grateful, be in gratitude that you have learned something and move on to the next teacher. If you are not happy in one place, don't complain, don't judge, just move on. That is how you progress. There should be no negativity inside you. There should be no negativity and there should be no judgment. And sometimes I have to use certain harsh words because I use certain harsh words to emphasize on sticking onto the truth, to make sure that you are not deviated. So don't look into the words, look into the intent behind the words. Don't look into the anger. See what is the intention of the anger. Then you will be able to understand the master. Okay. So the concluding part is, stress management happens very naturally when you are a sincere student. When you are a sincere student of meditation, when you are practicing meditation every day, when you are in the practice of Swadhyaya every day, when you are in the practice of Sajjana Sangatya every day, stress management happens naturally. Overnight, nothing will change. But slowly and steadily, everything will change for good. You need to have a lot of patience. You need to have a lot and lot of patience. That's why the Sangha is important. If you are not part of the Sangha, then you run out of the patience and you exit the path. But when you are part of the Sangha, the right Sangha, then the Sangha will teach you how to have patience. The Sangha will teach you how to have the right understanding. So patience is very, very important, my dear friends. If you don't have patience, that means, sometimes the beginners of meditation, they will come and they'll say, okay, I'm meditating for 1 week, I'm meditating for 10 days, nothing is happening. How can the whole life you are thinking in a certain way, the whole life you have a certain negative thinking or a wrong understanding of life or limited belief system? You are programmed your whole life, and in 10 days you are expecting to change. In 30 days you are expecting to change. Have patience. 40 days. At least have the patience for minimum 40 days. In 40 days, definitely there will be a change. If there is a change, that is the right practice for you. So your patience cycle should be in 40 days, my friends. Your patience cycle should be 40 days. Anything you experiment, you should wait for 40 days. So that is the significance of Hanuman Chalisa. Chalisa means 40. Hanuman is Vayuputra. So if you want to see any change in your spiritual progress, 40 days. Any experiment, any effort towards the self-mastery, give minimum 40 days. 40 days of continuous practice. And at the end of the 40th day, you see the results. The results will speak for you. Your own experiment results will give you certain experience, and your own experience enlightens you. First, it happens with experiment. E, experiment. First E is for experiment. The second E, out of that experiment, you will have a certain experience. That is the second E. Out of your own experience, you will have a certain enlightenment. That is the third E. Out of your own enlightenment, there is a certain evolution. That is the fourth E. Every enlightenment, every moment of Satori helps you in your evolution. You go to the next level of evolution. So the fourth E is evolution. And the fifth E is enjoyment. So every time you evolve, there is an enjoyment from the soul space. You are in deep joy, very naturally. Everything appears to be like a cosmic joke. You are in enjoyment, enjoyment, enjoyment. Before your meditation experiment, life is full of pain and tragedy. But after your own experiment of meditation, life becomes enjoyment. It's a cosmic joy. In spite of the challenges, in spite of the pain, you will see that as a comedy. That is enjoyment. So from the experiment, this is the 5 experiment. Your experiment gives rise to your own experiences. Your own experiences enlightens you. Your own enlightenment helps in your soul evolution. And your own evolution leads to your enjoyment. This is the 5 E's. So it begins with the experiment and finishes in enjoyment. That is called Brahmananda. Brahma means great. Ananda means joy. The greatest joy comes from your own experiment. This is the ultimate truth. Okay. So, thank you, my dear friends. We'll again meet next week. From June 15th, we will start the TOT program. We got the feedback that instead of Sunday, Monday, it will be good if you have Saturday, Sunday. So we'll consider that. So every Saturday, Sunday, we'll be meeting, and there'll be a lot of very insightful Satjana Sangatya will happen in the TOT program. And it won't be available in the YouTube. It is only on the Zoom. So your physical, virtual participation is very, very important. Okay. So this is the first batch we are doing. 1 year, we'll do 1 batch. So this is the first batch. So the first batch is a gift. It's a complimentary program. And all the online sessions are free. Even the physical programs, even the physical retreats, if you say that we cannot pay for the cost, then we will make that also as a gift. Whatever the donation you can afford, you can donate. not to me individually, but to the foundation, to the trust. You can donate. For the people who can't economically afford, you will still be accommodated. So money should not be a reason for you to stop this. If you are having a sincere will, if you have a sincerity, if you have a sincere will that I want my own enlightenment and I want to help others in their enlightenment journey, that is the only requirement. That is the only eligibility criteria. If you have this eligibility criteria, you are welcome. Okay. Physical retreats, 21 days is important. And 21 days you can cover, if not this year, you can cover next year also. So we have that flexibility also. So once you finish this 120 hours of online program, 120 hours of online program and 21 days of physical program, so you will be certified as a teacher because you have gone through a certain process. You have gone through a certain process, you have certain standards to be a teacher. So with that, you will have confidence, and also you will have a certain certificate where that certificate helps you to approach the schools and colleges. And also exceptional students, you will be employed by the foundation itself, because we are going to have a lot of research program in different parts of the world. We have already started the research program in India, and we are also will be going to do in Vietnam, and soon we'll be doing in Sri Lanka, in UK, in Europe, and all over the world. Maybe US, Canada, USA, probably in the next 2 years. So we'll be doing a global project of taking the science of meditation and science of mindfulness, spiritual science, to all over the world. So the Breath Energy Foundation project is a galactic project. It's not a localized project. So exceptional students will be employed by the foundation only. So people who have a passion to do service, but they need some financial support to take care of their needs. So you will be a salaried employee for you to teach meditation. So all the options are open. So we are here, our intention is to support the teachers to be a good teachers. Right? So that is the first year. So the first year is all gift and complimentary. And we will of course have second year, third year also. But the first year is a special year because you will be witnessing the very evolution of this process. Okay. So the pure intent is, right now we have few teachers. The intent is through the TOT program, we want thousands and thousands of authentic teachers, credible teachers, teachers with high standards. So that is the intention of the TOT program, training of teachers program. And it will be simultaneously in English /Hindi /Tamil /Telugu and /Vietnamese /French /German. Over the years, it will be in multiple languages. Okay. So thank you very much. We'll see you again soon. Namaste to all.